Hey, welcome back to the discussion of which books you should buy, and today we'll be talking about a book that is very special to me. A book that actually helped me to become a better version of myself or a better man, as a matter of fact. The book I'm talking about is The Way to a Superior Man by David Deida. If I pronounce the author's name wrong, kill me. Please do not do that, I'm scared of death. For my male audience, I would love for you to stick around throughout the video because this book talks about a lot many things that a man needs to learn. And for my female audience, I'll ask the same because this book also talks about how a male should have his relations with the women that are in his life. If you agree to the things that this book talks about, drop in the comment section below, agreed. And if you do not at the same time, you can say that also. So that I can mail the author that okay, you need to make these changes in the book. Of course he'll listen to me, right? Let's find out. One of the best things this book talks about is how you should know your real age and you do not need to fake it. What it says basically and what it means is you should know your limits. That's one thing that people don't know these days, and there's a very bad social media perspective that we should push past our limits. But is that even necessary? There's a certain instance in a man's life when he knows, okay, this is a point after which if I push myself even beyond this, I'm gonna screw up. And sometimes he even does. What you need to do is stand on the edge and look left and right, but don't push past that edge because it is possible that beyond that edge is a fall. And let's say 90% of the times that's true. But the moment we know what we are capable of, we should make that as our new edge so that I can trust that edge more than anything else. It's like when I just, lean down on an edge and I know I'm not going to fall down, and that's what the barrier can do. So basically, as a man to mind right now, the moment you enter an audience and a room full of people, you want to be respected, right? And that's something that can happen only when you know your edge. You know what you're truly capable of. People will also know that through your body posture, through the things that you have to say. That's basically how you'll be respected and trusted in a room. And as a man, this is important to us. This is why this book is like a superior copy of anything out there. I'd like to begin another section of this book with a question. What happens to a man when he sees a beautiful lady around him? Something takes place inside his head, inside his heart, and inside his gut. Well, what is that? So basically, I just say a woman releases an aura. I see a beautiful lady out there, she releases an aura, and as a man, I'm primitively programmed to be attracted to that aura. The moment that happens, something releases in my body, and let's just call this for meanwhile some good hormones. The thing is, if I'm already dating and if I'm already in a healthy relationship, the same thing still happens and there's nothing that I can do because I'm programmed that way. So what do I do in that situation? The thing is, I need to know how to act nicely and how to act productively in the same situation. Also, not let that situation affect me negatively. And that is something The Way to a Superior Man can explain you. So basically, in a nutshell, it says the moment those happy hormones start getting released in your brain, put your brain into something productive and just start making some good important decisions that you had to make throughout the week or throughout the month. Trust me, you'll be making some good decisions. If there is nothing for you to decide, hop on some work and your productivity will increase enormously. So if you're not in a relationship, you know what you can do. You can basically approach her and all. But if you are in a healthy one, then you don't want to destroy that for momentarily infatuation with other people out there. If I can explain you this way, the book definitely can do a better job. So let's see. I'd like to start off this section by saying women aren't liars. Keeping your word is a masculine trait, both in men and women. But the female energy in your life, if she's not keeping her word, that does not mean that she is essentially lying. Let's just say you're having a discussion with your female counterpart, or an argument, because of which she gets upset or angry. At that very moment, she is going to say the words that are going to hurt you. As a man, because you think logically and through words. So the things that she says, you take those personally and start to feel upset and you get furious or angry. But is it the thing that she actually means? Or is it just the emotions of her body that are controlling the words that are coming out of her mouth? The second thing is true. Instead of thinking and focusing upon what your woman said, try to feel what she is feeling. Try to hop on the emotional section of it. Try to understand the things that she is saying and why she's saying instead of what she's saying. And that was the reason I wanted the female audience to say this far. If I'm not wrong, just say in the comment section that you agree to this one. I know this was a short section, but yes, this is what a man essentially needs to do with the female counterpart that is in his life. So yes, that'll be it. Buy yourself a copy of The Way to a Superior Man by David Dida, and I'll see you in the next one.